All right, Kenman here. Today we are continuing with my Closer Look series, the deep dive into a specific knife. Today it's going to be the QSP Parrot. Before we start, I'm not sponsored by anyone, and I purchase everything at retail price. I do these videos because I love discussing knives and sharing info and ideas with others. If you have any questions or thoughts, please feel free to comment. Hello. All right, as always, I will do my best to only showcase this knife. I love to sidetrack myself. I hijack it, and then let's look at that one or this one or one of the ones over here. Got a couple down over there. Very specific. We are looking at the QSP Parrot today. And the QSP Parrot that we are looking at today is very unique. It is a one of a kind. And I say that knowing because of two reasons. One, yes, we did do the scale die on here, but there are many people in the world that could have bought this same parrot and then went and got some dye and then dyed it red. You know, I'm not going to be claiming I'm the first and this is the only red dyed QSP parrot out there. But this is not the original pocket clip that came with the parrot. I don't have it. I don't know. I might have thrown it away. Actually, there it is. Holy goodness. In my stack of unwanted. All right. So this is the clip that came with it. I'm going to hold it up on this other side here. Gross. Look at that. Okay. So see the difference between the two? This one, the original one, goes straight over and then down. And so you only can carry it in the depth to there. That means all of this sticks out. It's an ugly design. It's a weird design. I'm not a fan of it. When you compare it to the one I replaced it with. This one now is deep carry all the way to there, all the way into the pocket. Nice, low, shallow. What did I steal this off of? I don't remember. I think it was a Sencut. But I had a few clips that I'd removed that I'd replaced with titanium clips. And when I did that, I had a few clips in my stash of stuff, and I tested out to see if any of them fit on here, and this one did. And since it did, and I liked the way it looked better, I swapped it with this, and I'm much happier with that. So since I added a clip that probably no one else in the world went and bought this random Sencut and then took the clip off of it and then put it on this QSP, it's kind of a rarity. That, you know, the oddity of that happening. I mean, does it make it worth $1 million? Yes, it does. No. But, okay, QSP Parrot. This is a nice knife. It's got nice thumb studs. Basically, it's a thumb stud open, or you can flick it like that. So you've got both actions there. This now drops shut really nice. If you watch that action, kind of get it started, and I can just kind of swing it shut. When I got this knife, it was pretty stiff, and you would open it, and then you would swing it, and it would sit like right there, and you couldn't get it to drop down like that. Like you would swing it, and you would shake it, and it would stay, and then you move it to here, and you could shake it and shake it and shake it, and it would stay, and it wouldn't close. Now, there's a little fail for you. You get it to there, and I can just give it a little swing, and it drops down. So I basically, when I took it apart and did the die, that always kind of changes a little bit. You tighten it back up, but as you can see, I got the blade back to centered, how it's supposed to be. And then it's nice and stiff, so it's not loose. I put it back together well, added some KPL oil in there, and long story short, now it has a really nice action. Feels great, unless you catch yourself on it there. But it opens well. It feels good. The pocket clip is better. Oh, that was the other thing. The way this sat, it was like more of a hot spot. The way I squeezed it, it kind of pushed up into this part of your hand, creating this little area. This one's a little bit lower, and the way that it is where it sits, that's kind of more up in here. It kind of tucks away. And so when you're doing stuff with it, I feel that this clip fits it significantly better. But everybody does have personal preferences. Okay, QSP Parrot. G10 jade handle on this one, but I did the custom RIT dye to give it that red wine color. It helps bring out the texture and those lines for sure. Little lanyard hole right there. So it's a D2 blade steel. You can see it says right there, D2. Very clean. They just have the little QSP logo on the one side. Some oils for me. The QSP logo on one side and the little D2 on the other. Other than that, it's a very clean design. They don't really have anything extra branding or weird marks or anything on there to stick out. Just a nice, like here, overall, enjoy the aesthetic of the blade. I like it. It's great. Smaller knife, not too big. Let's go ahead and measure it. We have a zoom. Overall length is about 7 1/4 because of this little end that nubs out, giving it a little more length. 3 1/4 blade, maybe, just about. And you're looking at about 3 1/4 inches of cutting surface as well. Handle is 4 inches. There you go. We'll weigh it out. See if I can get this so you can see the numbers. Boom, zeroed out. We are in ounces. 3.11. Sorry, get it in the reflection. There it is. 3.111 ounces. Someone else had asked somewhere once upon a time the grams. 88.2 grams. 3.1 ounces. Not too heavy. It is a smaller kind of a knife, but it fits well in the pocket. It fits good in the hand. I have a larger hand, and if you look at it in my grip, if I kind of stretch my grip out really wide, I can kind of get my pinky to sort of fall off of it. But a standard grip, I just grab onto that thing, and you can see there's a little bit of that nub because it kind of points off on that end. Makes you have that little bit more of a length. Feels good. There is quite a few jimps. Oh, out of focus there. That's nice for your thumb can sit right on those, and you're kind of doing some cuts. Get your index finger on there. If you have a smaller hand, I have a large hand, so my index finger gets way out to there. Someone's smaller hand probably going to sit more in this area here. That feels nice. There's that little scoop where your index finger kind of sits. My hand fits and sits in there really nice. Don't really have a choke up. There's kind of a spot just for the sharpening that kind of curves up in that area right there. But there is no real choke up on the knife other than just being right here in the front of the handle. Overall, this is a budget knife. Obviously, prices change over time. I think when I got it, it was all of maybe $30. Like I said, right when I got it, it was stiff, so I was a little bit hesitant and not excited about it at first because the action just felt like horrible, to be honest. If you want, you can see the unboxing video of it, ding, right there. But that, along with the way that clip was, it just, ugh. I was kind of just disappointed. Like I said, it was a discount, kind of a cheap knife. I just started looking at the QSP brand, and like I said, you get new knives, you check them out. Certain things kind of attract you to them, and certain kind of draw you away. And this one I wasn't too excited about at first, but I did get it for my die projects. And we did the die on it, and I put it back together, and I got this different clip on there, and then the action turned to that, and as you can see, I do like flicking this thing out. It flicks out really easy. It shuts really nice. I can just sit there and do this for hours. with a knife like this, and it's fun. Some aren't fun. They are not a pleasure to close or open. This one is nice as far as liner locks go. Like I said, that is solid, and that is centered. All right. I think I did a good job on the die. I like red. I've done quite a few red, but this was a new red that I was testing, and it ended up having this kind of red wine, like a dark burgundy red wine. I really like it. I'm going to do some more knives like that in the future. But as you know, I've been taking the knives that I've had and I've had a chance to use and kind of doing my little deeper dive series here, my closer looks. Some of them I've been doing with specific reason, just like this one. And that reason is this one is no longer going to be in my collection. The second giveaway winner, long story short, we had not gotten in contact. I'd been waiting. I left a couple messages, and when he had replied, it got put in my spam. But we finally did get in contact with each other, and so this is the second knife that is going for the 2,000 subscriber giveaway that I held. The first one, the guy, he picked the Kubi Thalia, and then the second winner picked this QSP Parrot. So I'm going to be shipping this out to them pretty soon. So since I wasn't going to be having it much longer, I wanted to kind of give my closer look to it. Man, it's got a nice shiny blade, but it takes all of that to get, you see that smudge I put on there? And I don't know, I'm sitting there and I'm looking at it in the camera, trying to keep it nice and clean, and I keep wanting to wipe it off. But yeah, that could be something that maybe some people will like or not like. I think it does look cool, though, that nice finish on there. But yeah, anyway, we're sending that out, so I will be getting rid of that. I'll probably throw this one in with, if they decide maybe they want to try out the original clip. I don't want it, so I'll throw it in. And like I said, everyone has different tastes, so maybe they do want it and would like it. And yeah, so there it is. This was the QSP Parrot. Got that D2 steel and the G10 handle. Nice little budget knife. If you're looking for something that would just be inexpensive, that'd be a good user, that is fun to open and close, and would be a nice knife to have in your collection just for using or for just having to have some variety. Kenman would recommend. If in the budget world, this $30 QSP is a nice one. That's going to be it for today. If you enjoy what you see, please hit that like button and subscribe if you would like to see more. Helps me out, and I really appreciate it. Stay sharp. See you soon.